Hi everyone, this is Carol Ann Speaks on Thursday, May 13, 2021. What is it? Good, better, and different. All three. Coronavirus fatalities in the U.S. have gone over 583,000. Worldwide, we have, I believe, over 3 million fatalities. U.S. cases, about 32 million plus. Who knows? They're out there. Now, if you've been listening to the news and reading the newspapers, you will notice that Israel and Palestine are having more uh, more violence between them. It's Gazans trapped as Israel escalates bombing, killing dozens in the territory. Poet Mohammed El Kurd is detained in Sheikh Jarrah after condemning Israeli apartheid on U.S. TV. Lynch mobs, Palestinians face brutal attacks inside Israel as assault on Gaza escalates. Nathan Thrall on the historic Palestinian uprising against Israeli control from the river to the sea. And Nathan Thrall on a day in the life of Abed Salama, reality of Palestinian life under Israeli rule. So, not a very good situation. We have the virus, we have violence around the world. The United States has blocked a UN resolution on Israel for a ceasefire between the Palestinians and the Israelis. And President Biden asserts Israel's right to defend itself. Yes, Israel has a right to defend itself, and so do the Palestinians have a right to defend themselves. So you shouldn't block this resolution. Same thing happened a while ago under another president, and that is really leader was able to spend about 50 days trying to destroy the Palestinians. So not very good. Have to work with both. And you have to cut the funding to Israel. Israel gets about $4 billion in U.S. aid. They used to buy U.S. military equipment, and the Palestinians get millions in aid. Not billions, millions. So, what's that all about? So we have all these stories, things going on in the world, something very tragic is happening not just in Israel, but Morocco. Morocco has had the Western Sahara as a colony. Morocco has occupied the Western Sahara, and they wanted to annex the Western Sahara, and not too long ago when Trump was still the president, and Trump okayed that. So now the Western Sahara is considered now to be a part of Morocco. And Morocco offered to have diplomatic relations with Israel in exchange for getting ownership of the Western Sahara. And that was under Trump. Now, Amnesty International has called on Morocco to lift the arbitrary house arrest against Sultana Kaya and her family. And they have been under Moroccan military occupation since Spain, the former colonial power, pulled out in 1975. And in November, the Morocco violated the 29-year ceasefire with the Polisario Front and were returned to the territory, followed by the Moroccan crackdown against this Sahrawi indigenous population. So, but now Trump said it's okay for you to control the Western Sahara. And Biden is not giving the Western Sahara back to the people. So yeah, Israel has acquired some countries that have diplomatic relations with them, but these are all right-wing countries, right-wing dictatorships. So anyway, um, the Morocco agents broke into the home of renowned Sahrawi human rights activist Sultana Kaya, who has been under house arrest for the past 6 months. And she and her sister were sexually assaulted by these Moroccan agents. And the United States stands by and says it's okay because you're making, Trump said it's okay because you're acknowledging Israel's existence. Well, I don't think that's right. I think that the Morocco should not have control of the Western Sahara. Very, very bad. But that's the way it is in the world. Everybody's just some little favors, and then life goes on. Now, the need is to have real peace in the world. Israel needs to stop occupying Palestinian territories and let them have their freedom. But who knows if that will happen. Okay, that's enough news. How about a little music? All right. Maybe today we'll sing Good Night, Irene, some of it. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. Take another stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. See you in my dreams. Okay, that was the first verse of Good Night, Irene. Hope you liked it. Thank you for joining us this evening, Thursday, May 13th, 2021. Hope you'll be back with us again tomorrow. It's another meeting of Caroline Speaks State of the World. Stay safe, wear a mask, practice social distancing, only go out when you have to. And when the vaccine is available for you and it's safe for you to take it, you can take it. And then we'll finally conquer this virus. Anyway, thank you. Stay safe. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Thank you.